So several of you have asked in the comments to various questions about if you're a beginner in Princess Connect Redive, or if you played for a while, then set it aside, you were at a relatively low level, and now you're coming back in. And while I'm not really an expert in Princess Connect Redive, I do know quite a bit, and I thought I would spend a few minutes here taking you through the event dailies. Events are a really important part of Princess Connect Redive because it's a very easy way for you to make some really fast progress and grow your team um, in what I think is the simplest way possible. So first of all, when you first log in for the day, make sure that you pick up your reward from Kokoro, and then watch the events and keep your eyes on things. So right now we have Dungeon Mana ×2. There's a new story coming soon, so I'll do another one of these. But there is also an event on right now, so let's go check that out quick. The event login bonus. Make sure you get your boss tickets. They're in the regular gift box, and there's only 21 hours left, so this is the last time through. So first of all, make sure that you get all of your hards done. Now it's going to take you a little bit because you have to go through all of the normal levels and try to 3-star them if you can, and then you get through all the hard levels and try to 3-star those if you can. In my opinion, the best option is to get all of the hard levels and then just farm those every day. Make sure you get all 5 of them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm using skip tickets. You notice that I've got 700 and something skip tickets. When you're first starting out, you might not have quite so many skip tickets, so you might actually have to play these. Then another tip here will be that when the bonus reward, the bonus store comes up, bonus shop, be sure you spend your mana wisely. Let's go check that out quick. And so what I do is I compare. I'm trying to get about 100-ish of everything. So if I don't have 100-ish, I just go ahead and buy it. Your store of mana may or may not like that. It just depends on what you've got. So be more careful and selective if you need to, but this is one of the best ways to get a bunch of different level mats. Then be sure to close it, because it will recycle after about 5 of your quests. And recycling after your quest is very important. Now I've got the sound off on the game so it doesn't distract me while I'm doing this. See, the bonus shop came up again. It would have been 10 minutes or so of cooldown before it came back again. Now, if it's 100, if I know I've got a handful of girls, okay, I only need about 70. And check this one quick. 1, 2, 3. I only need 90-ish. There we go. Okay. You might, and for some of the higher level mats, you might need 30, 35. The lower level mats, you might only need 20. And just spend some time in the bonus shop. Make sure you hit the bonus shop every day. And the girls that are in the hard levels, the ones whose shards you're looking for, in this case, Kasumi and let's see, Summer Kaori. And remember, if you don't have a lot of skip tickets, which is typical when you first start out, you might not be able to get through like that. You might have to play each and every one, doing the best you can to 3-star it. Once you 3-star it, then you can use skip tickets unless you don't have any. Don't buy skip tickets unless you really have a lot of mana handy. That's my opinion. There's other people who differ from me. I am playing the very hard boss, and I'm playing it with a team that I know, in general, I can play through twice and do it. I have enough boss tickets. I'm not too concerned about playing twice, and I think the rewards are high enough to make it worthwhile. In previous events, I've been able to go through the hard in 1 turn with my team. Right now, only I think I've got 13-6 on a couple of these girls, and everyone else is at a lower level, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And you notice that I've only 4-starred my Summer Shizuru and my I forgot which Shizuru that is. I'm sorry, and my Tomo. That is. Oh, Valentine Shizuru. So I've only got my Valentine Shizuru up to 4 stars, and my Tomo is a 4-star. Because I don't roll a lot, which is good advice, especially for a beginner, is don't roll a lot. The gacha is fickle, and I've had to go to pity twice, which requires 45,000 gems, and I've been lucky and got the character I wanted in like 2 skip tickets, 2 free roll tickets, which is just amazing. It just depends on, like I said, it's very fickle. So don't invest a lot, is my advice. Be very careful. Although I've been stung a few times by following that, because a couple of characters that I consider to be misses are now meta in the most effective tactic available. Meta in both clan battles and Luna Tower. Clan battles in Luna Tower are frustrating for a beginner. It was frustrating for me for quite a while because I belonged to a clan that only had 4 members. Only 2 of us were active. I did high enough scores on a consistent basis just with the teams that I had that I was able to get invited to a top 300 clan, and that's really awesome to be working in that. But a clan gives you the option, especially in the dungeon, of because the dungeon is the only place where you would normally have access to a support character from a clan. So there we go. We finished it off. Now we've got a whole bunch of victory tickets, and I have now, since this is the last day, you can only do the very hard boss once a day. So now I have to go get well, it's irrelevant. I've got let's go get them. We'll go get them. So here's where the boss tickets are hiding. They're not going to be relevant, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time worrying about them. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So the hard battle, once you finish the hard battle, I think it's 3 times, then you can use skip tickets and max it out. Now we're getting as many victory medals as we can. And the victory medals we're going to go and spend in the shop. Let's get the event missions here quick, because that gives you more victory medals. And victory medals, so I did reset the victory medal exchange and defeat Benjamin 30 times. So I've got 4 more times if I want to get 4 more Kaori Summer shards. And it's one of those, I don't know if it's worth it, because then I would have to farm some more. I have to go into normal, because you can only do the hard ones 3 each. I would have to go into normal and try to get enough shards there, the boss tickets, that I can go in and play the hard battle again. Maybe another 4 times. All right, so then we got to make sure that you roll through and do not reset. That's my advice. Do not reset until you absolutely have to. It'll tell you when you absolutely have to. Let's see if we can pound it hard and get that 255. That's 25 and a half rolls, so 26 rolls, because you can't do half rolls, so 26 rolls. And I will go ahead and record this, and I'm playing on an iPad down below here. So when you're we can check the lineup. You can go in current lineup, and then we can see we have 2 sets of jewels. We have 1 divine amulet and a handful of other things left. So we're going to hit reset here in just a minute. Hard reset. But be sure that before the event is over, which for me would be 7 a.m. tomorrow, before the event is over, you have to use these all up. Now that's not really true, and I'm just saying that because I think that I've had a case where I forgot to do it. There we go. It forces you. So you have to reset because you're out of stuff. Now you can draw the whole pile at once you're in the 5th turn. There, we're done. We used them all up. See how easy that was? So now if we go to, let's go back to the reward, back to the thing. In this event, there's the event stories. You get lots of rewards for those, so be sure you do the event stories. And the mini game, which I've been kind of a slacker on, you play these over and over and over. It's kind of a silly game. Let's try one once. Every game that has a mini game, here's an example of how silly the mini games are. Oops, I got bit one. I wasn't thinking. There we go. And that's what the mini game gets you. Now let's see what kind of rewards I get. I got a whole bunch of heart thingies. I got 10,000 mana. You need mana, so be sure that if you need to, do the mini games. Then also, I'm going to step outside of this box for just a second because the guild house, if you've completed any of the dungeons, then you get devices that you can put in your guild house that will crank out rewards, extra stamina, mana, things like that. Then, because the campaign is in the dungeon, I'm going to quick show you the dungeon. Normally, what you want to do is you want to leave when you know that there's a dungeon raid upcoming soon. You want to go ahead and start in the dungeon, but not start the dungeon. So you just leave. You just enter the dungeon, then leave the night before. But don't do any of the dungeon the day before. And if you time it right, there's a hacky way to do it. And I'll teach you more about that later. Because my girls are high enough level to like kind of stomp through the dungeon, I'm just going to skip around here and play this team. This is a bad team. Don't play this team. But your mileage may vary on this. It's very important that you get through the dungeon one way or the other, whatever team you need to build. I'm not one of those people that analyzes the meta of everybody and puts the combinations of girls together so that they will hit their ultimate, their union bursts, ultimate in other games on time so that they do it in sequence. I also am unable to play manually. I can't hit the buttons according to a schedule. It's just not in my dexterity, my hand-eye coordination, that I can do that right now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave here in a minute because I really only wanted to show you that farming the event is really important. And if you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments because I love the comments and questions I've gotten so far. Thanks, everybody.